Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe and this is Captain of Industry. We have figured out copper and ran out of diesel, fuel, oil, all that stuff, so power is the next big thing and it's probably going to be a thing forever. We understand that we have no more oil to pump, to extract. Great. I do know that there's an extra ship waiting for us right over here, which I would like to deliver stuff to. I also understand that there are a couple people here that have some contracts that I can do something with, but nothing I can really use, so that's not helpful. I'm gonna get the ship first, and then I don't know where the oil platform is that we can get oil from, which is slightly problematic. But you know, the good thing is actually that we have local production for oil, for oil that we can use. So what I'm going to do right now is get this copied to a place that I know we will be able to use from around, which is right down here. Obviously, there's stuff that I still need to figure out, and it really doesn't matter where exactly I'm going to put this because that exhaust pipe is going to go very, very, very far to do the things that we want to do. But this is the first starting point. Yes, our trucks have to bring this stuff out here first, but there is a realistic place for an for a waste pipe all the way down here, so we may as well make use of that. Cool. How do you want to be going in the water? Like right there, right there, right there, right there, right there? All right, fine. This is where you want to go. This is where you can go. Not there, obviously, but right here is fine. Then we need a pipe. And once it's being produced, guess what? All our fuel production will, go into collecting fuel from the fuel production, which is not quite what I was into or what I was looking for. Looking here, L really quick. There are no resources in this mountain chain, so all I need to do is just bring it home. Doesn't have to be fancy, it just has to make its way to where it's actually needed. Not that one, not that one. Come on. Oh, come on. There you go. And then I need you to come up just a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4 levels up should be sufficient. Hey, it can actually run right by this thing. That's great. And then the water pipes have this nice added benefit that all they really need is just go straight down and life is actually pretty good. Cool. Build all of this right now. Otherwise, we're going to run out of power and fuel and all the other things. The thing that I don't want to do is actually here's what we're going to do right now. Trade. Yes. Loan. Absolutely. Give me 500 units of this. I know it's not great. But once we're producing fuel, this should not be a problem anymore. Right now, it's just we don't have anything going on that lets us do anything really here. And honestly, at this point, we may as well just demolish all of this so they don't try to take any other funny things from us, like resources or things like that. We're producing a little bit of power, which is cute, but obviously not quite what we're looking for. You can go away, actually. And then these guys can also go away. That will just distract me down the road. But we are out of power now because of the reasons that we already talked about. But for right now, how about we allow some trucks to deliver stuff over here? Because that's where we need power right now. Trucks, where are you? Trucks, where are you? Move a little faster if you don't mind. Import. Highest priority. Go. Someone deliver some fuel to you, please and thank you. Everyone gets getting unhappy. This is always the first thing that happens when things go bad. But I also see that we have some coal that I could use. So, well, we have a lot of fuel actually sitting there. We just have to bring it to the right places. Good. They brought it to these stations. I haven't refilled this thing yet, but you gotta start somewhere. Don't really want to rebuild the fuel thing set up all the way out here. we need power to produce oil, etc. that's great. It is a coal production there. That looks good. Did you need anything else? No, just coal and oil. And stuff gets exported here. There's some rubber coming in from this side. We may as well make that work. But now we have to focus on power. If fuel is coming in, and I'm assuming that it is, I have no reason to believe that it won't. We have to do something else with the other guys. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4. Just construction vehicles. That should be fine. If we look on the map, you have delivered stuff. It's already explored. Great. Can you go down here, please and thank you? Yes. Isn't there supposed to be another ship that shows up here after we repair something for 240 units of iron? Felt like it was supposed to happen, but it hasn't. So here we are. Cool. Power. We have to produce some power. We have a ton of water here, so let's get started on that. We are on low speed because a couple things still have to get done. But see, we need a boiler, not a diesel generator. We need mechanical power and turn it into megawatts. Great. The flywheel can store 500 megawatts, seconds of mechanical power and inertia. Cool. And then the turbine produces 6 megawatts of something and some steam. No, is that steam? No, that's low pressure steam. And this one produces high pressure steam and some exhaust fumes. Great. Let's build this out. I think what I want is this thing to come in here. Mechanical energy goes that way. And I feel like I should not be stubborn. I am stubborn, but I shouldn't be stubborn. Go low food supply. What are you talking about? How are we down to 10 months? That makes absolutely no sense because we have more than enough potatoes, I think. Where is my... It's not here. Then maybe here? No, it's a captain's log. No. Customized difficulty patch notes. Definitely not there. Where is help? Okay, I found the thing that I was looking for, the message center apparently, which is down here, but there's no information about power. And the thing that I never remembered from the first time doing this was simply, what do you have to put where? But I think it's this. So it's mechanical power, it's stored. Then you put a flywheel right behind it. It's mechanical power, still stored. And then you put another power generator on this side, right? This thing is supposed to consume 3 megawatts and turn it into 5, and this one's supposed to store 500 megawatts of mechanical power as inertia from its spinning mass. It gradually loses power only when all other entities on the same shaft are idle, neither consuming or producing mechanical power. So do I want... I know I need 2 power generators. Pretty sure about that. But I could store 500 megawatts. This one is 3 megawatts probably per minute, not per second. So there should be the difference that I need 6 of these to run one of these. Yes, 6 of these to run one of these. I honestly don't know, and I think I'm just going to drive myself nuts trying to go through that, so we're just going to leave that alone. But high-pressure turbine consumes 24 high-pressure steam units, and the boiler produces 48 of them for a lot of water and some coal. Okay, so the boiler still has to go somewhere over here. There's the regular exhaust and this exhaust. That's good. And also, I believe I can put high pressure. You have 6 megawatts. Okay, 6 megawatts turns this one and this one as long as this thing is on. This thing will turn one of them for a little while longer. I think I just want to put at least one extra flywheel on the outside of this. We'll see if any of this moves when we're done with it, because that's what this is all about. Cool. Let's get this here. I'm just going to put it in the middle because one of the boilers is enough to produce pressure for... I'm going to unpause actually. Produce pressure for 2 of these pretty much identical setups. So we're going to see how that works. You produce 60 exhaust pipe pressure thingies, and then this one produces 24 because that's what's going in there. If I then talk to how we're doing on everything. We are still losing fuel. How's fuel looking up here? It is not yet being stored because there's no coal in this area. High import level, please and thank you. What are you looking for? You have oil, you don't have coal. Okay, where's your coal? Actually, how's your coal doing currently? Do we have any coal stored? We have a bunch of coal stored. We just don't have enough trucks to actually move it. Interesting. Very interesting. And most of the trucks are probably currently consumed with delivering some oil down here. Very nice. The fleet status, a ship is on the move. You found something. Great. Where's the oil platform? I thought there's more stuff. Missing input. You need more lab equipment. Ah. You can't get that because trucks cannot deliver it. Well, that's interesting. Very interesting. You guys are kind of doing what you're supposed to do, but we're just gonna deliver some material a little faster, so hopefully that all gets done. Let's speed this up and we'll see what happens. I can always take out another loan for more fuel if that's the way that we have to go. But the hope is right now that I can get rid of yeah, that one doesn't connect right away. I knew that. You would have to go here, pipe down to here. Great, you did it. Now we just need a little bit of water, and the water has to come out of here. Obviously we need some groundwater in this area. With groundwater you probably don't really need one groundwater pump. Really produces enough for one of these guys, but I'm still going to put a storage in between just in case. Why? There's no reason to have a buffer here because this is consuming 48. This is producing 48. It also consumes power. So as long as you have power, this will produce water. If you don't have power, it will not produce water. And if you don't have power, you need something like this to collect some water from the area. Terrain too high. Come on. I'm not going to put a lot of water pumps on here, I don't think. So I feel pretty vindicated, safe to put this one somewhere in this area, but this should be fine. This will... okay. This is what we're going to do. If we don't have power, we still need to get water from somewhere, and that water has to be stored somewhere. So I'm thinking this. You would come here. Okay. You can unpause again. This is fine. Apparently we got pipes level 2 now, which is super exciting. You would come here. Very good. You feed directly into there, kind of. I need a flat balancer. I need a U-shaped connector. I need a U-shaped, molten. Pipe balancer. There we go. That's probably new. Pipe connector. Interesting. Smokestack. Yeah, I want the pipe balancer because there is going to be a higher priority and a lower priority item here. And I just want the water that we can always produce as long as we have power to come in first, and then the water here. We'll do the rest. I'm going to run the pipe closer to the building so trucks will always have access. Great. This is an in, this is an in. I want this one to have higher priority and this one to not have higher priority. And then that should technically take care of all those things. Yeah, build it all. Great. Water's coming in there whenever it rains. We have a flywheel sitting here. So now it's just a matter of once this is done. Cool. You're producing water. Great. Your current water is not full yet. Oh, you only have 8 units. Ah. Oh, and you also, it takes you a little while to produce the thing that you want to produce. Very interesting. I would like this one done, like right now. Thank you. I would have clicked the Unity button otherwise. So that can feed now, which means you are producing stuff. Good. We're down to 21 workers. Keep that in mind. You're producing a little bit of steam. You take a little while to actually turn on, right? You are now running on 38, 9. What does that even mean? Not enough space for output. Yes, because this thing currently only consumes half of your water, but power is being produced by these things. And as you can see, they are producing... The flywheels are doing something. I don't know why this one is not actually producing anything right now. But that could simply be because there's no consumption right now? Is that possible? I really don't know. Either way, what I would like to do is mostly turn this off. Which means for right now... Honestly, I want to turn all of these off. I don't want any more input here. No priority either. And I want one of these generators next to our next fuel production, so we have one that can always produce something. That's really all that is for, and then see if that is good enough for the rest of the stuff that we need here. F, there you go. You can go here. Very nice. Storage, transport, pipe. I don't like how far my vehicles have to move here, but trains obviously are just still a little far away, which is not super helpful. Are you spitting out what you're supposed to spit out? Nope, you're just like, no, just fill up all the stuff, buddy. Great. Great. Just great. Still confused that this one doesn't turn right now, but I think it's okay because it's all about mechanical power, and worst case, I just have to push a bunch of this stuff to the other side and then it would work. Because I do... It is moving. It's just like, we're not utilizing it, which is probably why we're not needing anything. I think we're okay. Alright, so power is here. Great. Do we need a screenshot of this? Oh, absolutely, because I will always forget to take a screenshot before it is too late, and therefore will always forget to take a screenshot at any point. So therefore, we should just do that right here. With all that done, what do we need? Trains. Besides trains, what do we need? Probably more vehicles, so let's get a couple of those going. I did upgrade one of my cities already to get a couple more housing units in there. I think it's time to do the same thing for at least a couple more. We don't have enough golden construction parts, but that's okay. We do need more workers, so I'm going to turn that on. Looks like these guys would like water to come in a little more automatically, and I think we can make that happen. Go this way and kind of connect into whatever's going on down there. Now, why are you... Oh, you just don't want to connect through that weird curve that is sitting right there. Got it. You go here, and then I just really want you to get to this guy. Wonderful. Now we're having water coming in there. Great. Garbage or... not exhaust water, but bad water is already leaving, so that is good. How long did it take to build the thing? Yeah, we have actual power. I did fix this. I thought I fixed this. There's still one thing sitting there. Effectively, this is how I fixed it. I just was lazy and just removed it all by force, but eventually it kind of all worked out, so now we are in a way that we are. There's some slag sitting here, there's some water sitting there and there. All those things look good. We have enough copper sitting here that they're producing what they're supposed to. Waiting for products. You don't have slag. Ah. Unfortunate. Oops. Cool. I don't think it was a real problem just yet, because it looks like, yeah, these are full. Great. So this thing is full. Output is full. Out working, because why not? Output is pretty much full. All of these guys are getting everything they need for what I need them to produce. So now we're fine. Everything seems fine on that front. And then this one, can I tell you what priority? Production priority. Low. Very low. Tell my water pump over here, production priority very high. I want you to produce right away if you have to. Set recipes. I mean, I feel like there should only be one. Notify if reserve is low. Absolutely. 2 workers. Export only if bells can't. Yes, that's fine. So that one gets stuff. Then this one also gets highest priority. Pretty much for the same reasons. And then you never entered coal into the equation. You dumb. I'm glad I'm checking this, because that would have bitten me 100% definitely at some point, and even the layout that I have right now here is probably not going to work for coal in the first place, but I think I have a pretty easy way out, yeah, to make this work. Cool. Delete this piece of pipe, please, all the way back to this thing. Remove it right away because I wanted to, then give me a U-shaped conveyor for coal. Really? Can't even get out of here? You gotta be kidding me. Why was that difficult? It seems like it should have just worked. Either way, pipes are easy because I don't have real angles. I can just go up and down. Get this one built. This one's really not that important, but that's fine. You're already being built. Great. Coal, yes. A lot and relatively high on the priority list, because they should produce stuff for a while. That water, not high on the list. You have the priority from where you're getting it. That looks good. And yeah, if you just have enough for like a couple days to produce water, that will be super. Cool. Hey, that thing is actually working. That's great. This boiler is 48 and 24. So yeah, we just have steam that needs to go out to the other side if I want to double this up. Got it. No problem. What are you missing now? Not enough maintenance. Ah! Yes. Excellent. Okay. Maintenance. Fixed maintenance. These guys, what do you not have? You don't have enough mechanical parts. I don't believe that for a second. Full of mechanical parts. So they should have everything that they need, but the trucks are too overloaded to do anything. Currently, these don't have the maintenance depot the next level. Got it. We need some more golden construction parts. Got it. But to make you happen, we need... What do you need? You need like two things, right? You need electronics and you need white construction parts. Okay. Where do you want the white construction parts come from right now? Honestly, right here is fine because we can probably deliver most of this with a flat conveyor, at least for the time being. Just extend this out straight this way. Then give me a assembly. I would like a 2, but we really don't have enough construction parts for that, obviously. I mean, we're still in the effectively same boat as earlier, so that's not going to happen. It's probably not going to hurt us if we just put a couple conveyor belts in there that work. We just have to move the conveyor belts over a little bit. This is kind of going to work. I don't think you're going to get the connections that you want. I think the game's actually going to give me the connections that I want. That's exciting. Okay, well, we're going to do this. You sure? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, then we set your recipe to golden construction parts because that's important. Then we're going to take you, put that to here and here. That looks good. Golden construction parts, great. The only thing you need is just the electronics. Got it. Let's feed the electronics in from this side. Get me a unit storage. You, electronics, please, and thank you. Where are you? There you are. More conveyor belt. Flat conveyor. You will go in the middle piece. Easy peasy, lemons and squeezy. Then get everything delivered, please, and thank you. Start building them. Can you build this, like, right now, so I can get this done a little faster, and this as well? I know conveyor belts sometimes do take a little longer, but this should be fine. The top conveyor belts are not super important right now, but I don't want to split hair. You don't have enough golden construction parts to build all the conveyor belts. They do matter. Why don't you just remove the things that you don't need right now? Okay, let's at least do that, and then... No, 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 no. Nope, wrong one. There you go. That should give me at least a couple. Cancel. I don't want to cancel construction. I just want to turn that off. How? Do that one. Someone else delivered somewhere where it probably wasn't really needed. This one. They're doing what they can. Okay. Yeah, first one is done. This one should now just start spitting out golden construction parts. How much can you store? You can store 40. Honestly, if we have 120 sitting in storage behind these guys, that is not a terrible thing. I can probably also defend... Oh, which direction you want to go to? I don't know which direction I want to go to, but we need golden construction parts to do the next thing. And then what? Well, these guys. Oh, you do have conveyor in. Okay. That really just translates to... What do we need? We needed mechanical parts and electronics. Okay. Which one do we need more of? Mechanical parts. All right. So electronics are already being delivered there. We have mechanical parts up the wazoo right here. We may as well have so many construction parts that you have to build, like the golden ones that you don't actually have. That is true, but having them at least closer should help us with the with the production of what we need from these guys. Okay, put them right smack dab in the middle of what we actually need. Here's fine, and we can do some conveyors down the road if that is something we really want to get into. Just to get the travel distance down a little bit. You could at least connect it to this conveyor so they don't have to worry about that one anymore. That is true, but you just built them and they're not really in the best spot for that with the distance that you have to cover here. Yeah, you just built them. It doesn't cost you that much money. Let's just do it. Okay, copy. Both of you, thank you very much. You would be somewhere over here. That looks good. That's a straight conveyor. Now this one should be fine. Flat conveyor, yes. Get you connected there and get you connected. No, you're doing it wrong again. Because if you do that, you cannot fit the next thing. So stop it. Stop it. You need a double conveyor setup, which means if you run this out, let's just assume that this is fine. Then you need another one on top of this. E, R to turn off the snapping. Another one running on top of this, doesn't matter which direction this really comes from. And you need this one to be able to get all the way down, which means you have to be 4 units away. Is that going to be in the way of that conveyor belt over there? I think so. So this is why you have to plan things. Appreciate that. Let's talk to production, not killing, not assembly. I don't even know where the maintenance guys are. They're over here. No, vehicle depot is not the thing. Definitely not there. Is it here? No. Just had to triple check that I didn't just not click a button for whatever reason. What is this one? Food market. Housing, waste collection, nothing interesting. Captain's office, I probably should build that. A shipyard, probably should build that too. But it's not high enough priority for me right now. I'm very confused that I can't find the flippin' maintenance office unless I can't read. I know I can just search, but I don't know. 12 units, 200 kilowatts, 6 units, 600, but everything else is really the same thing. There's no good reason not to build this unless I don't have the golden construction pieces, but I can see over by the side that we do have enough construction pieces, so I shouldn't be deterred by that. I do want to leave enough room for this guy, so we're going to plop you there, which means all of this. Now I know that how much space I actually needed here, so that's a good thing. Plop you there, get me another one right next to you, get me the conveyor belts, transport, flat conveyor. You will have to go up and up until right here. That looks fine. And this will eventually have the electronics coming in. That looks good. And then you are the other buddy. Can't do it just like that. Well, gosh! If I do it like this, I cannot expand the white construction parts from that side. If I do it the other way, I also can't do anything great. So at some point I will have to redo most of the current production either way. So where are you going to put this? I don't want to really bump it back. Just if I have to rebuild it, I just rebuild it, will I? I think that is the attitude right now, because how many more white construction pieces do you think you need? Probably a bunch. All right, well, if you need a bunch, then you probably have to do this and go tuck your tail and go back to the place where you thought you're going to have this anyways earlier, and just pay a little bit more on the construction parts that you don't have yet. Makes perfect sense in my head. So get rid of all this and this. Build your flat conveyor belt. You don't have golden construction pieces to do this right now. Seriously, why would you try to do that? Look, you know how much this cost? We're gonna look. How much does this cost? 16 and 16. We barely have that. We still have to build these two. We're really... How much are you adding here? You're adding like 4 more units, and at that point you just have to expand the whole thing. Alternative? Alternative is moving these out. To get them back here, I don't think your conveyor actually goes on top of any of this. Check something. It would fit through there. We could feed it back here. Feed it back here. If you're already going to replace it like this, feed it in the right direction. Got it. Okay, you see what I'm talking about, right? I think you are. Copy again, this time for real. There you go. Plop you all the way back here. Okay. Rotate, honestly doesn't matter. And looks like you even have an out for special pieces, and other construction parts can come in on that side too. That is very cute. I will flip you around because I do want the lower conveyor belt probably coming from that side. Honestly, it doesn't matter. You can just use the higher conveyor belt from here. All right. Is this where you're going to plop it? I don't see a reason why we wouldn't plop it here then. Okay, you did it, probably. You go here. No, I don't want to go through there. I want to go through here. Why is that one picking up? Oh, it's picking up iron from here because we don't actually store it anywhere in between. Got it. Okay. So you would have to go here, and it would be nice if you can keep driving through this. That looks fine. Then you go there, and then you go down. Click R to get the connection back. There you go. Now the truck can still go through there. This is fine. All right, built that. Don't build this. You already said no to this one. Heart no and heart no on those. Build your thing. It's gonna be great. Now we can tear down these two. At least we're a little closer to what we were before. I completely lost track on what we actually meant to do. I mean, we got power done. That's great. We got this little extra oil happening over here. That's also great. We have a ton of rubber coming through. We have this fuel coming in there. Construction 3 is about to happen. That's exciting because after that, it's trains. That's cool. How much does trains cost? Red construction parts. Well, before we can build trains, we actually have to figure out how the rest of the things are fixing to or flying together, which means we need a better golden construction part setup than what we have right now, which we don't have. Fun times. Why is this not transporting white construction parts? You're acting like you're not connected, but you should be connected. There's no reason for you to be unconnected here. Is there a problem out here? No? There's a conveyor splitter thingamabob. Flat connector. If I plop you here, you'd be like, yeah, that's fine. Alright. Just build itself. Interesting. Interesting that is a thing I have to worry about. Cool. But that. Ship, you are here. Can you go out there? I think we're paying back our fuel that we want to. Our trucks are extremely busy because we don't have a train, obviously. These guys are about to build the thing that I wanted them to build. In the first place, I think it will be helpful for me to just slap a quick storage down here that can handle the electronics for these two guys, so we don't need trucks for that. That's nicer. You, electronics, please and thank you. That's what you needed, right? Yes, electronics and mechanical components. That's what this is. Yeah, mechanical parts. Very good. You feed in there. We have a couple people available to do all of this work. That's all great. This is currently eating Unity, but more importantly, it's eating truck time. So let's get rid of these. We are up to 100% productivity on maintenance. These things should... There we go. Truck just delivered some. That's all great. Yes, the next thing is just figure out golden construction parts, and I think trains will help, but trains are not going to be the end-all for all of these things. So it's just something that we're going to have to wait on. Great. Awesome sauce. How's oil levels over here? We still have some oil. We cannot count on that, but we should also be consuming less because this thing really shouldn't be running all that much. Yeah, production priority. Really nothing. Also air, it's just producing air pollution. Oh, that's good. I hope that's all fine. I want it to be all fine. We're producing what we need with that one pump power production. I'm really just trying to say, I think we're okay. You're flipped the wrong way as usual, because why wouldn't you be? Flip you around, flip you around. You guys are producing what you need to produce. I think we're good. All right, golden construction pieces are the thing next time, because we need them for the red construction parts, which I am pretty certain that this ain't it. I just don't know what it is. And we do have to produce more of them, which, as you can see, we're really not that much. Honestly, why don't you just boost these guys? Because I think you have enough electrical components. Yes, we do. We have enough white construction parts. Yes, we do. We just need to deliver more of them over here with trucks. Yes, we do. And for that, we need more trucks. Let's just build a barrage of trucks, and then that should be okay. You guys look like you're doing what you're supposed to do. Ship. You found a thing. Start repairs. Yay, 120 parts. Cool. Can you go here? Yeah, go here, and then come home. That's what we needed, and then obviously we need other things too. So just start building. The shipyard serves to refuel and things. R? Can you build on waste? No. It will not build on waste. I'm a little surprised how much they filled this in with waste already. I think it's cool, but it's also surprising. Can I really not build on here? You're meant to collision with shipyard. Needs to be part in the ocean. Huh. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.